Hello, George.
Hello,
Good
Dr.
morning.
Howard. How are you today?
I'm doing well. What about you?
You look very beautiful. You look very pretty. I like the colors on you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's getting colder, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need to put on my shrug. How are you doing?
Oh, still being targeted, Dr.
Still
Howard.
being targeted?
Yeah, and a couple of things have transpired over
Uh-huh.
the last week. I lost my job with the post office. So I,
Oh, George.
yeah, so I have no job. I lost my job at the post office, and so I'm trying to get back into working again. Um, But I think the problem is that there's some secret society out there that's trying to make me stay home and plugged into their network of terrorism and Ponzi schemes and racketeering, human trafficking. That's what it becomes. It becomes you're being isolated. You're trying to be isolated. But
Mm-hmm.
there was a professional musician who sang about this and who talked about this. I don't know if you remember John Lennon in his
Yeah.
song Isolation. He was
Mm.
victimized with technology back in the days, and those words that he said in his music was very very interesting. That he was going through the process of being targeted too. Um, do you remember who was Tom Jones?
Tom
Tom
Jones.
Jones.
Not really.
Tom Jones has a song. I think he's been targeted too. He had a song that's called "Sex Bomb."
Oh.
And the words in that song, he talks about a satellite, tracking him, a satellite tracking him. And it's funny because I look at Tom Jones. I said, who wants to target that man? That guy is very famous. He's a famous musician, but it's happening to a lot of people. It's happening to Randy Quaid, Roseanne Barr, uh, 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 Roseanne Barr. It's happening to Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Britney Spears. So there's a lot of things that
You,
are.
George, how is your sleep?
I'm getting sleep pretty good. Last night, well, I'm awaking about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 a.m. in the morning. When you
Yes,
go to sleep,
I
then?
go to bed probably about. I want to say about 10:30.
Okay. 11, 12,
Awakened by
1, 2, 3. So 5 hours
about
of
good
sleep.
5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
But I'm awakened every time about 3 to 4 o'clock. That's common with the targeted individual. Um, and that's
What
why
about your energy and motivation to do things?
my motivation is there, Doc. But like I
Yeah.
said, there's something behind the taking control of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
They would prefer you be here at home, analyzed and targeted by geofencing. And I use geofencing as a type of mechanism to hunt Americans down. They're using geofencing and technology to hunt us down with satellites and their drones and electronic warfare. The unique thing about me, Doc, is that I feel in my belief that I have ESP. I strongly believe that I have ESP, extrasensory perception. And
Mm-hmm.
what I mean by that, Doc, is that everything that I'm thinking is being recorded, being analyzed by a drone or an AI, being analyzed
Mm-hmm.
by my TVs here at home. They know where I go, what I do when I leave my home. They replicate what I'm thinking in my thoughts. They put it on TV. They put it on out in the streets. They have my mind in total control. They manipulate my mind. I'm being puppeteered.
Um,
I feel like a
are you
pin
taking are you taking that abilifier
as directed. Yes, ma'am.
as directed every day? You still have some?
I have some. Yes, ma'am.
How many do you have left? Let me
Uh, I,
see.
I I have to look in my. I have to. It's in my truck. I have it in my vehicle, but I do have some left.
Oh,
I
you
have.
have it in your vehicle?
Yeah. I had. I was taking some.
Why?
I was taking some. I put it in there, but I'll bring it back
So
down.
that if you are, when do you take it?
Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Just a minute. I'll be right back, Doc.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, doc. So I take one every
Yeah.
day.
Good.
I take one every day by mouth. Yeah,
Mm.
as directed by the
Good.
doc, and I have plenty. So, uh,
Good.
so yeah.
Excellent.
What was I going to say? So yeah,
You said that you're not having a job now because they want you to be isolated, and that way you are being targeted
as
and
in
your
the
thoughts are analyzed and all of that stuff. Um, Really, I don't know. We're taking this medication. Are you having any side effects?
I don't have any
If
side
you do
effects.
you have any tremors or anything like that?
As a matter of fact, doc, I went to see Dr. Girardi. I went to see Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Girardi for the VA.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I saw her on the 20th of November.
Okay.
At 3 o'clock, I went to the VA and saw Dr. Girardi, who she checked my limbs. She checked all of my
Good.
limbs and my neural function.
Mm-hmm.
She did a test with me. She wanted to see me in person, so I
Yes.
gave her that.
Good. Good.
And then I saw
Everything was okay.
everything was okay.
Okay.
But I would like for you to order those records. Order those records from her on my
Mm-hmm.
psychology from the VA.
Okay.
Because you're a private doctor, that's the
Mm-hmm.
VA, so I would like you to have a copy of that as well.
Okay.
Um, and then I saw Dr. Veronica Barrer, a very
Mm-hmm.
nice doctor. Barrer spelled Barreh, Veronica Barrer, and she is my
Yes.
primary care doctor.
Okay.
She saw me on the 22nd
Good.
for Havana Syndrome. She's beginning her study on Havana Syndrome on the 22nd. She began that. And I would like for you to have those notes because she took a long history of what my complaint was and she analyzed me for Havana Syndrome. So I would like
Okay.
the psychological Havana Syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yes.
the VA contacted me, said they wanted me to come in to be treated for Havana Syndrome. They wanted to see me for Havana Syndrome. So on the 22nd, I went in there and they were evaluated me for Havana Syndrome. So I would like for you to see those notes and kind of follow up what they did, and then maybe begin some therapy on that.
On that. Okay. Let me look into your record. Do we have their information, like their numbers?
My numbers were good.
No, the numbers of the doctor. That way we can contact them.
I don't have that
You don't
with
have
you,
that. Okay.
but I think the release of information, if you have a doctor's release,
Yeah. Did you okay.
if you have a doctor's
Did
release,
you so you want us to send you a release of information so you can get it from them?
yes.
Because when they send that form to you, you're gonna write their name and their number and maybe their fax number,
Okay.
and then you sign it and they can release it to us.
Okay.
I will let the office send you a release of information.
Okay. And I would like to begin physical therapy for the Havana Syndrome.
Okay. Doctors like therapy pages. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna put this into process. I'm gonna let the office know to send you that release of information. where you can send both to Dr. Girardi and Dr. Veronica Berra,
Okay.
right? So that we can have records of that. And then you said you also would like to start therapy for Havana Syndrome. So when we see their records, then we also have therapists, right? Or are they going to provide that therapy for you?
Well, I was seeing,
Review?
yes, doctor. I was seeing, is it, you have one for me there. I think Mrs. Roberts.
Okay,
I
uh-huh,
was
all right.
seeing her, but
Yes,
it wasn't for Havana syndrome. So I don't know
okay.
if she's gonna, if you have someone else to do Havana
She
syndrome,
may have, well,
or
which means when
I,
you
I
have
enjoy
therapy.
her. She's nice. She carries a
Yes,
conversation. She has some strategies. Yes, you know.
yes. Did you
Um,
tell her about, no, you've not seen her since you saw
since
these
I saw,
doctors, right?
yes, yes.
Good. So in your next visit, inform her about that
Okay,
so that maybe she can incorporate that into her.
okay.
You understand? Since she's already seen you, you already have someone that you're seeing. All
Yes.
right, good. And I saw that no, you did not take that outcome stuff. Let's see. Yeah, you did. 8, and the other one is 6. Okay. So did you complete these questionnaires today?
Uh, no, there was some questions. I didn't complete the questionnaire today. What was that?
No, but I see like you have put it, or maybe not today, maybe previously. They said, do you have little interest or pleasure in doing things? You said several days. Or maybe this was another time that you have
Oh
filled it
no,
up.
no, no. I have no,
You
no.
did.
Yeah, no. I have interest in doing things. I want to look for a job because when you're
Yeah,
when you're employed, doc, when you're employed, it takes
mhm,
away some of this stuff. It takes away some of the
yeah,
targeting because you're focused on your job,
exactly. Because you're distracted and doing something
right?
else.
And
Yes,
you're not analyzing yourself every day.
think
You're
every day.
you're not recording the signs and symptoms, and you're not looking like a hypochondriac. That's what they want to do. They want to make you look like a hypochondriac. You know, it's like
All right,
I would
good.
rather
So
be
let
working
me go
paying
through.
taxes.
Yeah, let me go through the questions real quick so that we can do
Okay,
update them because this
okay,
was a long time you took it from what I'm
okay.
seeing. Are you feeling down, depressed, or hopeless?
No, no.
No, no. Yeah. Do you have trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much?
I wake up at 3 o'clock every morning, 3 to 4 o'clock every morning.
Do you have your 5 hours of sleep, which
Sleep.
for you is
It's
sufficient?
okay.
Yeah. Are you feeling tired or having little energy?
And sometimes when I'm out and about, it does. I do feel that sometimes. You know, like
Okay.
there's something sucking the energy out of me.
Talking into your own energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have poor appetite or are you overeating?
No, I eat 3 meals a day.
Day. So we'll just say not at all. Are you feeling bad about yourself that you are a failure or you have let your family down?
No, I love my
No.
family. They love
Good.
me. So
Do you have trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television?
my eyes tend to
Right.
burn reading the looking
Close.
at my devices. It burns watching TV. It
Okay.
burns.
The next question is, do you move or speak so slowly that other people could have noticed?
No,
And I think I say no. Do you have thoughts you'll be better dead or about hurting yourself?
no, I don't.
No. If you check any of this, how difficult have these problems made you to work or care about things at home or getting along with other people?
I get along with other people just fine.
It's fine.
I
So
have
that's
yeah.
not at all. Okay, good. So now we've updated it, and previously it was an 8, but now it's like a 2, so you don't have any issue there. Now the question is, this next one is on anxiety. They said, are you over the past 2 weeks, how often have you been bothered by not being able to stop or control worrying? Not at all, several days, more than half the day, nearly every day.
More than half. More than
More than
half.
half the day.
Yeah.
Okay. How difficult has it been to control about worrying too much? Worrying too much about different things.
Well, I do worry. It's not
Mhm.
as much, but I do worry some. I feel like that I may die the next day because I'm being targeted.
Because, like you're saying, that having that thought that people are targeting you and everything,
Constantly,
I mean, it keeps you constantly worried. Yeah.
I go to bed as I'm going to die tomorrow. That I'm going to pass away,
Wow.
And that's what's happening to all everybody that's being targeted, doc. You have that feeling because you're constantly being tortured and targeted. And they don't leave you alone. So you're like, well, when is my calling? When am I gonna, am I gonna die tomorrow? So you just go to bed. You go to bed in a peaceful manner, and you just say a prayer, and hopefully you wake up the next day. And if you wake up, you just get up and do your things.
Well, it's a good thing that you have that belief.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yes.
The belief of that there is a super being there that no matter what people do, that super being is protecting you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a good belief. Have your weight changed? The last time we talked, you were 175. Are you still 175?
Yes, I'm at 175, doc.
Okay, good. Um, so what I'm gonna do, like you have said, I'm gonna get the office to send you that release of information. That's number one, so that you can fill that out and let these doctors also send us some of their notes. That way we can we are together, we sync information.
Okay.
Then the second thing is the next time you see Miss Roberts or Mr. Boyd, your therapist, you let her know, and those notes may be already in because she will be privy to those notes and see what the doctors have said, and then adjust her plan of care with you so that she knows what to do, with your new um, situation. All
Okay.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and send that medication of Abilify 20 milligrams. You've not noticed any tremors or anything like that?
No, like I said, doctor, she inspected me when I went into the
Good.
VA. She inspected me and checked my limbs to make sure I didn't have any neuropathy or anything like that. So,
Good, 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 good. Thank you for really letting me know that, because that's important for me to know that we can continue giving you Abilify 20 milligrams. Okay, so let us see. Can I see you back in oh, what is this? This is November, and it's a holiday season. Why don't we see back in January?
okay,
Let's
January.
see back.
What date, doc?
Let me open up. Let me open up. Schedule.
Yeah. So, but I want to give you consent to get those records, doc, because I think it's important. Since she diagnosed me with, or they're diagnosing me with Havana syndrome.
Yes, yeah.
So we can begin therapy with that, physical therapy.
That would be very helpful.
Okay.
So that is in 2 months. January the 22nd. Let's see what I have. Ooh. Oh no, 22nd is already filled out. My goodness. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Now I have January the 23rd. It's a Thursday, and I see a 3:30 here on that day that is available. So maybe we'll take that date, 23rd, 25 at 3:30.
3:30. Okay, perfect.
Yes. All right, Mr. Josh.
Okay, doc.
It was a pleasure talking to you again.
Doctor,
Let me go on ahead and send information to the office so that they can send you. They will send it to your email. I think that's how they'll contact you to send you that release of information.
Okay.
It's a form. And then you fill out that, and they will send it to those doctors.
Okay.
Right? And then they can send us that information.
Okay.
So that we have it on your chart. All right?
Sounds good, doctor. Okay.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you, doc, and
Have a
happy.
wonderful Thanksgiving.
Okay, you too, doc.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much, doc.
Happy New Year's. And I will see you at the end of January.
Okay, thank you very much,
Take
doctor.
care of yourself, okay?
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Okay, that was Dr. Howard. She's awesome.